Okay, so we've looked around. It's after 9. Here's my hand. It's frozen. Hi, have we met? Look how red that is. Anyway, I'm going to drive around this intersection one more time to look for supporters. And this is not going to deter the mission, though, because the mission is righteous. So if it happened to this guy, it'll happen to all of us. So I'm still going to dig into it, all right? I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Well, you know what? Just stay with me. This is what I'm going to do. So maybe I can lean over and go like that from time to time. Or, let me see here. Is this a better way to do this? All right. Okay, that'll work. So we have to go slow and obey the speed limit. So this is kind of compelling too, because then you get to go on a ride with me and we get to go check shit out and you get to watch my phone flip all over the place. All so I can demonstrate to myself what I'm capable of. My marriage is in a shitty position right now, and what do you do if your marriage has issues? You address the issues. How do you address the issues? By going around them or through them. And since you're not working together, the next logical choice would be to move away from it. But if you want to stay married, you have to stay grounded to it. So what you do is you find compromise. How do you find compromise? Through forgiveness. What are you willing to sacrifice to keep the marriage? Not what is the other one. Because you don't define someone else. You only define yourself. That's all you can do, folks. That's all you can do. Is just be yourself. And eventually, like I said, the only one person that I needed to see, I've already spoken to. Yes, and I have bad habits, which I have to atone for. The Lord has already compelled me to do that. So I'm looking around. I don't see anyone at all with t-shirts to hand out or anything of that nature. I see people bringing food for something. Which reminds me, I'm kind of hungry myself. I think it's time to go home and reassess the eating situation. And what is good for a good eating situation? Well, plug alert. So, for all the local Las Vegas cannabis dispensaries, I'm going to go home and I'm going to enjoy some of your product. And then I'm going to then go to a foodery or an eatery, and I'm going to inhabit their establishment with my business. Because this is quid pro quo, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we're supposed to live. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. If we all operate under those pretenses right there, all of us will have millions and millions of dollars. And I'm not even kidding. You don't have to be sanctioned and told by the government what to do to be successful. All you have to do is just be successful, and the rest of it will take care of itself. Just make sure that its purpose is righteous. You have to make sure that your faith is lined up with your actions. So your thoughts and your actions need to be solid. If they're not, what kind of person does that make you? Well, it's too bad. I don't see anyone. But nonetheless, doesn't make it any less righteous. I signed up because there's a free t-shirt. I mean, seriously though, it's a gesture, and it's a very kind one at that. Now, I'm holding back on the name of the cause and the name of the individual as to not embarrass anyone, because they put it out there and reached for help, and maybe they got it, and maybe they're getting help right now, and that's why they can't reach back out. Because I didn't get a message saying that it had been canceled. That's okay though. It doesn't mean that there wasn't one. That means I just didn't see it. I'm still new to social media and all that stuff, so you gotta bear with me. But just know that the cause is righteous and it's pure, and my faith is intact, and it's through Jesus Christ that compels me. Amen. So this is kind of interesting. Actually, my phone is staying right up in the dashboard, so I guess I can take you guys with me on sightseeing tours. That's wonderful. So then I'll do more live streaming. so then the news media can use my spots for free. Well, in this way, that I send a recording, then they don't have to worry about bleeping stuff out. So this is how we gain trust with people, by showing them that you're a good, solid individual. So make sure your character is intact before you take it into the world. I assure you that is the best way to do things. Just ask Mr. President. He inspired all of us last night. Hashtag inspire, remember? Right. Hashtag unite or hashtag unity. Just follow those threads. You'll find me in there for sure, and you'll find lots of other things that apply to yourself. Now, why am I sharing all this with you? Because mainstream media will not. Mainstream media, all they do is promote a false narrative of some warped ideology. And behind all that is who? Well, I'm not gonna just cast stones, but wait a minute, you've been judged by God already. Your actions are highly condemnable. So I would just go check the Lolita Express by the hashtag, excuse me. That's all you gotta do. I don't need to feed your head full of information. You can go make your own opinion. Just know this. Read everything in its entirety and listen to everything in its entirety. I can't tell people enough how important it is to listen to one another. You have to listen to everything. Stop conflating arguments. It doesn't work for you. It makes you look stupid and untrustworthy. Okay, Democrats? Listen, let me tell you, the ones who have thrown their hats in the arena from the Democrats to become president, let me show you how telling this is. You all are divisive. So each one of you is going to have supporters. But see, Donald Trump has a lot more supporters because there's a base of support. You guys only have your base. And a lot of the other bases that you'll lose in the process of the Democratic candidate race is not going to be worth it. Because even if you have 30 million followers, that still leaves almost 300 million votes. And that's all you'll get. That is a landslide, and that's embarrassing. So I think you guys need to pay attention to what you're doing in your own communities before you come out into the rest of the world. Because let's just look at the state of California. I call that the state of confusion, but it's really the state of chaos. If you're going to look at it through the Tao symbol, order and chaos, where do you think California sits in that? Not down the middle, I can tell you that. So, this was me going out and trying to do my civic duty. However, there was nobody where I had seen, so that's okay though, because it just gave me a how-to lesson for all of you, if you'll accept it as a lesson. This is not judgment. I am not a judge. My name is Aaron Eugene Miller Jr., son to Aaron Eugene Miller Sr., and God rest her soul, Sarah Linda Miller White. And I don't know what her last name was when she got married to the last man that cared for her. And to you, sir, I thank you. I thank you for taking care of my mother. Even though things didn't work out the way that everybody had planned, I still forgive the whole situation, and I hold no grudges. And that happened on January 16th, 2019. Remember, that's when I accepted the Lord into my life. And He forgave me of my sins. So now my purpose is righteous, and my cause is believed by many. So this might make a lot of people very nervous, but just know this. Countermeasures have already been deployed as far as my safety goes. Because if you take me out, then I still win. And then we still win. Because I have already put the message out there. So if you come and try to destroy it, then these shall certainly be destroyed themselves. So I don't want to come off like a fortune cookie, so, you know, I'm a real guy. I like to laugh and make people laugh and cry and everything. But at the very most, I like to just simply be inspiring. I don't aspire to be in front of a camera. However, it's becoming abundantly clear that I need to be in order to be heard. I have a pretty decent grasp of the English language because all of you understand. I can see that understanding between us so far online. Because each one of you who are my friends, I don't put in a basket of quote-unquote Hillary speak deplorables. You're not. You're human beings. So if you're a friend of mine, I have absolutely personally accepted that by going line by line by line by line. And at this point, it's getting up toward 1,000. My hands and fingers are tired, but I give that to all of you graciously. This is my gift to the world. Since I don't have a lot of money at this point, I have to make money. But we're able to do that now. And I see these guys are following, so let me see where they're going. Alright, they're gonna just keep going. So you gotta be mindful of what's going on in your peripherals and in your rearview mirror. I noticed a car that was kind of behind me for a while, but this is a common place for people to go because my neighborhood is right next to the nearest welfare office. So if you know what happens at those welfare offices, you know what kind of people come around. Human beings come around with lots of problems, and they need lots of help. So there's a cause worthwhile. I just didn't even know why I lived next to a welfare office until just now. I realized it. The people that need the help the most are right here in my own backyard, huh? So I'll be going over there and see what I can do, but I'll be doing it through a charity, and that's the business I'm trying to start. Any questions?